Are live. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Thank you all so very much for being here. Anybody that is coming in at this time, thanks so much for taking time out of your day. Anybody watching this on the replay, thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. You all know how this works. Lakers get the W. I love it. This was a really nice group effort, really nice team effort. All across the board. Everyone contributed. Everyone really helped. Everyone looked really good. I mean, I like that. We ran big a couple times. I really like that. I liked seeing winning Gabriel and Davis out there. I love seeing winning Gabriel and Brian out there. I love seeing Brian and Davis out there. I thought that was really good. Thomas Bryant had a solid game. Being out there, he had 8 points, 5 rebounds. And, he's 4 or 6 from the field, 13 minutes. Again, just a really nice collective effort. Lonnie's the man once again. Troy Brown, again, consistently 8 to 10 points a game. Davis with the monster game. Monster, 38, 16, just everywhere. He was everywhere. 4 blocks. I loved it. This is the Anthony Davis we need. We need that dominant Anthony Davis. Nice to see him back-to-back games. That was beautiful. Everybody contributed tonight. Everyone that played scored, which is good. That's what we need. We need more games like this, more of a collective, everybody together, teamwork makes the dream work type win. I love it. Yes, what is going on, 20th Century Fox logo? Appreciate you. How you doing? Thanks for being here. And yes, I'm excited. Lakers get the win. Yes, Garrett. I love it. They did. They won. Pistons sold. I don't know about that. This was a good win. AD is finally looking 100% healthy. What do you think? I do. He looks good. He looks dominant. This is the AD we need. The way we played today, if we get LeBron James, this is a legit team. Everybody contributing, everybody, doing their part, everyone playing defense, everyone chimed in. Every single player scored for the Lakers. We had 7 guys in double digits. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in double digits and 2 a bucket away from double digits. So we had almost 8 guys in double digits. That's what we need. We need stuff like that. This was a great all-around win. Excellently put. Yes, agreed. Great win across the board. I love it. Braun been stagnating in the Lakers office. That's one of the things I've talked about on several occasions. Him holding the ball. Hopefully when he comes back, he sticks with the ball movement. We see the ball moving a lot. Right? The ball's not sticking too much. They're swinging it around the perimeter. They're getting guys looks. Hopefully that continues to be a trend. Hopefully that continues to be a pattern, even when LeBron gets back and Braun isn't just sitting on the ball. But this was a really good win. We needed this win. I don't know about that. You can't trade LeBron even if you wanted to. AD with 38-14, 4th best player on the court by far, 4th best. But no, he was great. He was great today. I liked what I saw from him. We need 2020 Braun, not the Step Petty one. Yeah, we do. We need a more well-balanced Braun. We really do. For Braun, might have to play center again. Winning is true. Winning's looked nice. Winning has looked really good. Really good. I love it. Tyler, the Lakers still are in trouble team. I will not go far this season. They're not I wouldn't say troubled team. I still think that they need a trade. I don't think that's it. Everyone's playing, everyone's contributing. But what we get to do with this time, and we get to kind of evaluate and see what does this team really need? If Thomas Bryant is coming in and contributing the way he contributed today, and this is his first game back, do we really need a center? All of those things are important. So I think that these next 7 games are going to give us a real opportunity to see what does this team really need and how far are we away from, actually having success. That's the difference. But Lakers win again. Am I dreaming? I know. I know. Hopefully we get the one. I would love it. We gotta win 5 out of these next 7 games at least. At least. We play the Spurs next on Sunday. Then we play the Suns. Ideally, we need to beat the Suns, which I think we can. If Braun's back, I really think we can beat the Suns because the Suns have always struggled with AD, always. So I expect AD to have a monster game, especially the way he's playing right now. I think they could beat the Suns. So if they could beat the Suns, that would be 4 straight. I still think we lose one to the Spurs just because it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in like a 5-day span or whatever it is. Like that's really hard to do in general. I mean, even in the playoffs, usually you have a day or two in between games. But ideally, I mean, if we can win all of them, they are a team that's purposely trying to win, right? So let's if we get those wins, if we can rattle off, 4 or 5 games, it'll be nice. Not just that, but I mean, like, look, it's not too late to turn around. Look at the Kings. Like the Kings were worse than we were and turned it around and have won like 7 out of the last 8 or whatever. Like, you can do it. And they don't have an Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Good thing is we're winning without LeBron. That's really important too. You can really see the game is starting to slow down for Gabriel. I agree. Gabriel's looking really good. I've been really impressed, and it's been consistent. He's been consistent the last, 4 games, 5 games, something like that. I like it. I like what we're seeing with him. We need AD to continue to be aggressive. Agreed, and LeBron got to be aggressive when he returns so he can pass Kareem. Yeah, we need aggressiveness. Period. And hopefully LeBron can kind of get himself right, get his body right, get everything right. Sunday would be 10 days of rest. So, luckily we got these 2 wins without him. I'd kind of like him to be back Sunday. I think we could still win Sunday without him, but preferably I'd like him back Sunday so that way he like has a game under his belt before we go play the Suns. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Less than 23 pointers is an important stat. I agree. A lot of it was in the basket, attacking, getting to the paint, stuff like that. Lakers are not consistent. I mean, they were today. They were pretty good today. We'll see. Relax. They beat the Pistons. Hey, a win's a win. A win is a win. Love this team win. Schroeder and Thomas Bryant showed why fans were hopeful for them. Pat Bev minutes make me sad. I know. I'm not big on Pat Bev. Look, another thing too, Kendrick Nunn's, which would be nice if he could. I mean, he was 4 or 4 from the field, 10 points. Kendrick Nunn was putting in extra work. Maybe he could kind of turn it around. I mean, we could use him. I know the guy's still in there. The guy we saw in preseason, the guy that played for the Heat, like he's still in there. So it'd be nice if he could kind of turn it around, get back on track. But I think what this next stretch is gonna show is that Dennis Schroeder makes Patrick Beverley and Kendrick Nunn replaceable or expendable, and I think they look to move those two in a deal. For a piece, maybe like a wing player or preferably a wing player, but I can see that happening. I could see them doing that. But like I said, I still think we need a trade. We might not need the massive trade that we were all thinking, but we'll see. Let's go now. Let's go watch Laker Nation. Yeah, let's go. Lakers should also send Pat Bev to the G League. For a game after seeing K9 back in rhythm. Yeah, no, seriously, do something. I mean, it seemed to work. For him. So hopefully, Gabe is looking good. He's bringing energy and is always moving without the ball. I agree. I really like him. Him and Troy Brown are really good at moving without the ball. Like Troy Brown's really good on that baseline. He's really good at like just not staying stagnant, which is good. It's why he gets so many easy buckets, which I like. Hey, a win's a win. This is still the NBA. Teams are still good. Can someone tell AD to fix his hair? Good game, AD. Great team win. This was a great team win. I love this. I loved this win. This is what I've been saying since they got rust. Let's play faster. Try to lead the league in scoring and defense things. Our defense was not very good today. I mean, it showed up better towards the end, but still, like this should have been a a much easier win, in my opinion. Granted, they gave the Clippers trouble last night, with Kawhi Leonard. So, I mean, they've been good. They're not winning games, but they're a good, young, fast, athletic team. But still an NBA team. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's my point exactly. Like people act like, like they played a high school team or something. Still an NBA team. AD looking dominant again. Energy, energy, energy. Agreed. I loved what we're seeing from Anthony Davis. I love it. We need that. We need that game in and game out. He's gonna have a bad game here and there. Everyone does. That's fine. But for a majority of the games, we need this Anthony Davis. We need this. He looked like a rested, just had 4 days off. Anthony Davis. So, AD is playing good, but do you know why his 3-point shot is still non-existent fact the past couple of years? I don't know. I mean, it would be nice if he could start knocking down some threes. Like that would open up a lot. Granted, I don't want him taking a ton of threes, which is also a concern. Like when you if he starts knocking down threes, I don't want him taking 5 threes a game. He's best at the basket. It's where he's most dominant. But yeah, I liked what I saw from him. And I like that we were going big. I like that you had AD, you had winning Gabriel, you had AD and Thomas Bryant, you had Thomas Bryant winning Gabriel. Like I like that. See, the beauty of Thomas Bryant is because of his ability to stretch the floor. You can play him at any position. Like they were playing him at the power forward. Like you can play him at the power forward. You can play him at the center. Like he gives you so much versatility because he's able to stretch the floor. And he was great tonight. I really liked what I saw from Thomas Bryant. We still need them trades though. We can't start so we can start really winning games. Yeah, I mean, look, I still think we definitely need a trade, but like I was saying earlier, is that like what this does is it puts the Lakers in a position to see what do we really need. If I said this the other day, I've even said it in a couple videos. Like if Thomas Bryant is a 10-7 guy every night or a 12-7 guy every night, and he's playing his role, why do we need Miles Turner? Like, why are we going to go waste our assets to go get Miles Turner when, yes, Miles Turner's playing great right now. He is, absolutely. But I don't think center is our biggest need, for one, especially with AD playing center. And two, like his numbers are going to regress. He's averaging what, like 18 a game right now? He's not going to average 18 a game with the Lakers. He's going to average probably 12 to 15. So if Thomas Bryant is giving you, say, 10 to 12 a game, like why do we need to waste assets to go get 3 more points? Like I'd rather just keep Thomas Bryant and then maybe use our assets to go get some wing depth and actually get some like other rotation guys. Like I think that that's going to be key. I think that that's going to be really big right now. Like, does Dennis Schroeder play well enough so Kendrick Nunn and Patrick Beverly become expendable? If so, then that's good. Now we have them. That's 18 million salary. We could go get 1 or 2 pieces. Or if we have to, if like the right deal comes along, we just need. I've been saying this from day one. We need to be able to weather the storm. Like I don't think this team is a legit contender. I will take my chances though if we get to the playoffs, but I think we definitely need a few things. But how much do we need? Like Dennis Schroeder and Thomas Bryant, like we've talked on this channel before about how, we need anywhere from like 3 to 5 players. But if Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder come in, right, maybe now we don't need 3 to 5. Maybe we need, 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. It just changes the scope of things. It's like he lost that part of his game. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's tough, but like I said, I mean, I don't mind too much. I don't want them taking a bunch of threes a game. If the Lakers can beat the Suns coming up, then that will prove something. I agree. We need to beat the Suns. We have to. Don't get carried away with this dub. Never. Don't ride the high. Don't get too high on the highs. Don't get too low on the lows. But hey, a win is a win. We needed it. And here's the thing too. It was a collective win. It wasn't Anthony Davis putting up, 60 and Russ coming in with 30 and, Walker giving you 30. And it was just like basically a 3-man game. No, everyone played a role. Everyone played their part. Everyone was really good and really solid. That's why I like this win. This wasn't a one or two guys, or like, Detroit just played terrible and just shot the ball poorly and we just squeezed out a win. Like, this was a solid win. This is how we were supposed to beat this team. Like, like, this is how, like, that's what I wanted to see. Did we beat the team the way that we were supposed to? Yes. We need to cut down on the turnovers, though. Like, we did a great job in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, we really cut back on turnovers. That was good. But the first three quarters, we had like 16 turnovers. We need to cut that. We need to cut that back because we're not beating elite teams, turning the ball over 16 times. And they had something like 22 points off of turnovers. Like, that's not going to get it done. We got to stop the turnovers. Bev, Russ, and Dennis on the floor at the same time is definitely a no-no, though. Yeah, I agree. But I don't mind them. I don't mind him testing like Dennis and Bev. The problem is Bev can't shoot the ball this year. If Bev could shoot like he usually has in the past few years, that those three actually make a little sense. Not much. Because Dennis shoots like 34, 35% from the field or from three. So, you got a basically league average guy. Russ is shooting 41% from three. So you got him. Like, if Bev could shoot, it would make a little sense. I wouldn't want them playing extended minutes. I don't want them playing like 15, 20 minutes a game. But to like kind of just, see if those three guards could bring that tenacity, a couple sets. I don't mind Darvin Ham trying things. But it's a little clunky. Want to see more of Brian and AD on the floor together. I agree with you. I really like that. I really like that they went big on several occasions. I really do. If we can get a solid 8 and 8 from Brian, I'm good with that. Agreed. That was like, if Thomas Bryant did what he did today, if he can do that consistently every game, like, I don't think we need to go trade for Miles Turner. I don't. Like, why? We're going to trade for Miles Turner for him to give us a couple extra points? Like, I'd rather go we have so many needs that we have. That there's so many things that this team needs. I don't think center is that need. Now, granted, again, it's one game. Let's give it a couple games and see if Thomas Bryant can continue that. But if he can, again, Thomas Bryant was a guy, his numbers aren't far off from Miles Turner. Like, he's not the shot blocker and defender that Miles Turner is, but outside of that, he's a better shooter. And his stats for his career are very similar. I think Miles Turner is a bigger impact player. I think Miles Turner impacts the game more than Thomas Bryant does, but I don't think we really need an impact center. I think we need a center that understands and is willing to play his role, right? And Thomas Bryant, I think, is that guy. I think he's a guy that's willing to come in, play his role, whatever that is, whatever's asked of him. He's willing to do the dirty work, make the hustle plays, be aggressive. Like, I just think that Thomas Bryant can be the answer for that center spot, especially with the way Wenyen Gabriel's playing. And I think you have that. You have Damian Jones as a, pull cord in case of emergency, whatever. But I think that three big rotation of Thomas Bryant, Wenyen Gabriel, and Anthony Davis, I think is more than enough. I think that is perfect. And then, you go get some wing players. Go get some guys that can knock down some shots, play some defense on the perimeter. I think that's what we need more than anything. AD did great, but let's see him against elite teams that have guys that can actually guard him. Let's not overreact. His three-point shooter. His three-point shot is still not there, but how many guys in the league can actually guard him? Even elite teams don't really have guys that can guard him. This why I'm not a fan of trading for Miles, Bryant, and Gabriel, and play next AD. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need Miles Turner. If Bryant comes in and plays well, I don't think you need him. Less Pat on the floor, more Dennis. I agree. Not just that, but Dennis just commands the floor better. Like the way he's able to run and rotate. Like, I prefer him. I really do. I think they need to take Kendrick Nunn. Even if Kendrick Nunn wakes up, as much as I would love to see him thrive with the Lakers, I just think him and Patrick Beverley get us like a real rotation guy, maybe even two. So I would rather just, if Dennis Schroeder can come in and kind of get comfortable and get into the scope of the game and this team, I think you take Patrick Beverley. I think you take Kendrick Nunn. I think you go get, you go get a player or two, and then kind of evaluate and see where your team's at. And if the team, if that one or say you go get one or two guys, they come in, they really help, and Lakers look just that much better, and everything's good. You kind of get a guy that kind of balances out the rotation better. You go get a guy like that. I think that really helps a lot. And maybe now you don't need a big trade. Maybe you could keep Russ and have him be the sixth man. Or if you need to, like if you go, say you go do a trade and you go get a piece or two, if you still need more, well, then you still have Russ to go do that. That's what I would kind of look at them to do personally. Lakers still bottom of the barrel, guys. Look, it's still an early season. Relax. Weren't you saying like, hey, let's not get too high on this win? Like, it's still early. We still have a lot of basketball left. Like I said, look at the Keens. The Keens started off worse than we were, and and they were able to turn it around. We had a tough opening schedule, and we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get new teams together. I'm not saying this team's a contender. I'm not saying this team is, all of a sudden turned it around because they beat the Pistons. It's not what I'm saying, but let's give it a couple games and see what happens. Like nothing wrong with being happy and excited for a win. Imagine the interior defense with Turner and Davis on the floor, spacing healed would provide this constant ball movement. So here, look, look, the interior defense would be fantastic. Our interior defense isn't the problem. Okay, look at it like this. All right, let's break this down for a second. Let's say you go do the Hield and Turner deal, right? Your starting five is Walker, Buddy Hield, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Miles Turner. That is arguably one of the best starting fives in the league. Yes, I agree with you. Who plays defense on the perimeter? Who? Because Anthony Davis, sure, he can on a switch, stay in front of a guy, but you're going to have him guard perimeter players for, 38 minutes a game. Walker can play defense. He's probably guarding the best player on the other team, sure. But Miles Turner cannot play perimeter defense. And now you're asking a 38-year-old LeBron James to be an elite defender for 38 minutes a game. You have no defense. We're going to get killed we're already getting killed on the perimeter. Do you know how bad it's going to be if our starting five is Walker, Buddy Hield, LeBron, Davis, and Miles Turner? Like, yeah, we can block shots, and if somebody comes into the paint, we'll get a stop. But no, teams just won't go into the paint. They'll just cross Buddy Hield over, attack him, and pull up on the mid-range or knock down wide open threes or whatever, because we don't have guys that can rotate. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it more than – I know Buddy Hield and Miles Turner look like a nice – like, it's like, oh, man, that's good. But we're not going to be that good defensively. Like, our biggest issue isn't interior defense. Our biggest issue right now is perimeter defense. We're getting killed on the perimeter because we don't have sizable guys. If Thomas Bryant can be that guy, then I really think that you can now have the assets to go get a legit wing level players. That's the difference. Let's see. Westbrook needs to take care of the ball better. This could have been a blowout if he wasn't so careless. I mean, I agree, but everybody was at fault. Russ didn't have all 16 turnovers. I mean, look, he had 4. That's not like I said, I want him to do better than 4 turnovers. Davis had 4, but again, this was a collective turnover effort. But 4 turnovers isn't terrible, especially for Russ's usage rate, but still. Westbrook needs to take care of the ball. That coming to the stream to hate. What a sad existence. I know. I don't get it. But hey, it's still engagement. It still helps me. I'm all for it. I appreciate it. And speaking of engagement, subscribe to the channel. I'm only 13 subscribers away from 5,900. I'm only 113 away from 6,000. Subscribe to the channel. Help me reach that goal of 6,000. That'd be awesome. You people would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. And don't unsubscribe after you subscribe and leave the live stream. yesterday I had like 5 subscribers like unsubscribe as soon as the live stream was over. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. That's fine. But don't subscribe and then unsubscribe. That makes no sense to me. It's just stupid. Teams that have big centers. I mean, how many teams have big centers? like Joker's never been able to guard Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis eating him alive. Ayton, every time he plays, gets destroyed by Anthony Davis. Like the only guys that can really guard Anthony Davis is like Giannis and Embiid a little bit. Like there's not like big centers aren't shutting down Anthony Davis. Westbrook needs. Oh, already got that. Also gonna start calling Reeves, Ostim Reeves, dude. He's turned it up a notch. He has looked great. Well, I don't understand why Ham started Patrick Beverley as point guard and gave so much minutes to him, silly Ham, because he wants to keep the starting lineup stable until Schroeder and guys actually come in, which I don't mind. Like one of the big issues last year that all of us had was that Frank Vogel had a different lineup every single night, right? And it was like, dude, can we get some stability? Like he's Darvin Ham's like at least keeping it consistent. I don't imagine Beverly's going to start the starting point guard for long. I do think Schroeder moves into that spot, but it's his first game back. He didn't play great. So I think that, it'll be a little time. It'll be a little time. One game at a time, on 2, 3 straight. I agree. I am with you. Salute. What's going on? Getting a salute. Appreciate you. How are you? What else? We only winning because Pistons is the worst team in the East. That's not the only reason. Lakers swinging the ball tonight. Yeah, they really did. And we need to continue that. We need to keep that like ball movement, keep that steady pace, really. Let's see. Is an NBA team guy. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it is. None was in a slump. That's all. Happens to everyone. Yeah, I hope he climbs out of that. I hope he continues to play well. I would love that. Late here, but Pat Bev has got to go. I agree. They do. I think I think having Schroeder come in, I think really helps this situation. Miles Bridges. Yeah, I would love if we could figure out a way to get Miles Bridges. I would love that. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see like Charlotte, if I don't see them just letting go of Miles Bridges. If anything, they'll keep Miles Bridges. But maybe we could get PJ Washington, because that was the whole thing. That was the whole reason they wanted to trade PJ Washington, was because they didn't want to pay Washington and Bridges and have, Hayward and Rozier and all those guys. So maybe we could clear one of those. I could really see Charlotte giving us Rozier for essentially free, because they're a terrible team. They're not winning anything. He's got 4 years, $25 million a year, $100 million or whatever over the next 4 years. Like I could see them just saying like, give us Patrick Beverley, Kendrick Nunn, and like a second so we feel like we won. And like I could see that actually happening. Like I don't think that that's out of the realm of possibility. The smooth up and under and the smooth ball fade away. It's both smooth. He's nice. Lakers have to keep him. Yeah, dude, he's real nice. He was great. He's really elevated his game the last few games. I liked what I've seen from him. I like the Bryant 80 minutes allowed us to trap the pick and roll. I have guys on the backside, either Bryant or AD. Yeah, I agree. I really like that. I was actually a little disappointed that they took Bryant out for Patrick Beverley. I was like, why? Like, because it was really effective having those guys in. It really was. Like I thought the two of them together were playing a great game. They were really swarming down low. But Lakers should do a sign and trade for Miles Bridges if they can. I wouldn't mind it at all if they can. None definitely can turn it around. He's a good player because Westbrook turned around. I agree. I definitely think that. Look, I was as high on Nunn in the offseason as you could get. Preseason, he made me look good. All that stuff. I believe Kendrick Nunn. I believe the Kendrick Nunn we saw in preseason and the Miami Heat Kendrick Nunn. I believe it's still in there. I believe he still has that in him. He's just got to turn it around somehow. Thomas Bryant did look great. I agree. Uh, even Schroeder first game back. Yeah, they both look solid. Thomas Bryant more than Schroeder, but yeah, um, he didn't look lost with AD. I agree. I liked the two of them together, and I liked the winning Gabriel and him. I liked that we played big down low. Like we had winning Gabriel, Anthony Davis. We had winning Gabriel, Thomas Bryant. We had Thomas Bryant, AD. I really liked that 3-man big rotation. I think you got a little bit of everything. You got your hustler and winning Gabriel that just does all the dirty work. I love that. You got Thomas Bryant that can stretch the floor. I love that. Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis. I really think you got a nice overall balance. Lakers won 2 games in a row without LeBron. Yes, I love that. That's a big positive too. Because usually, historically, LeBron James led teams aren't very good when LeBron's not playing. Talk about Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant is beautiful, beautiful day. I loved what I saw for Thomas Bryant. Like I said, if he could keep that up, I don't think we need Miles Turner. We don't. 80 is balling because we have because we were playing on the 4-8 rock size. Yeah, all right, the 5. Sorry. Yeah, I mean he is. He's the mismatch at the 5. Like I've said this before. Like here's the thing. Like if we get Miles Turner, here's the problem: is that Anthony Davis has to start knocking down shots if he plays the 4, which he's not. Because if he's not making shots, then it becomes completely redundant to play him at the 4. Like, yeah, Miles Turner can stretch the floor, and you can pull him out of the paint and let AD attack the rim. But then why play him at the 4? You might as well just play him at the 5. So, we need AD in this form to go anywhere. I agree. When he's timid, hesitant, not aggressive, this team just sucks as a whole. I agree. Like we've always said, we go as far as Anthony Davis takes us. You have to take a lot of threes to get your percentage up. I'd rather have 80 top 2 in the paint scoring like he is now. I agree. I don't want 80 jacking up threes. Like let's say 80 went 4 for 4 from 3 next game. Like I would actually be a little worried about that because that means he's probably going to start taking more threes. And I don't need that. Keep attacking the basket. Keep staying aggressive. I don't want him to use the 3-pointer as an excuse to get lax. Thomas Bryant looked great as a help defender. I agree. I really think him and Davis could make a formidable duo for sure. And I'm glad most of our points didn't come from perimeter. Agree. We are not a good 3-point shooting team. I have a feeling that if LeBron was playing, we would have had a lot of unnecessary shot selections. I agree. I think so too. I really hope LeBron doesn't come in and like mess up the flow we have right now because I think we have a really good flow. I think guys are sharing the ball, guys are moving the ball. I really hope LeBron. I mean, he's arguably the smartest player ever, arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever. There's no way he's looking at this and going, I need to start holding the ball for 20 seconds into the shot clock, jacking up a 3 or, passing out. Like, I hope he comes in and plays within the scope of the offense because we look really good offensively. Do you think if AD 3-point game ever comes back, that'll open the floor pay up more for fun? It would, yes. I don't want him shooting too many threes. If he's shooting like a 3 or 2 here and there, sure. But I don't want the problem is AD, he's playing aggressive, he's playing at the basket, he's playing physical. If he has an excuse to not do that, he's going to find that excuse and he's going to start to do that. And I don't want that to happen. Like, I don't want him to start knocking down threes and now he's using that as an excuse of like, oh, I don't need to be aggressive at the rim. I can just kind of hang back, jack up some threes, or shoot the mid-range more because my shot's falling. Like, I'd rather him stay aggressive. I mean, look how many – he shot 20 free throws or something crazy like that. That's the Davis we need. Yeah, he shot 21 free throws. That's the Davis we need. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of calls in this game, like a lot, and a lot of free throws were shot on both sides, but still, you need the reason he was able to get that many is because he was so aggressive, and I need to see that continue. We don't need or want 80 shoot threes. I agree. The obsession with everyone shooting the 3 is ridiculous. Yeah, I'd rather them play at the rim. I'd rather them get a bucket. Higher efficiency. Austin Reeves is slowly becoming my favorite Laker. He's serious. I think he's an X factor the Lakers need going forward. Yeah, dude, he is. He's just all around solid. He doesn't really make mistakes. He's getting more confident in his shot and everything. Like I really like what we're seeing from Reeves. Not a fan of playing three guards defensively. I get it, but that's kind of all we have. That's kind of why I want to go get some wing defenders, like go or even just like some guys with size, like I'm not saying that like even if we can't get like some 6'8" guys or something, if we can just get some like 6'6" guys with some like length, like so a couple more like Troy Browns, like guys like that, just to give us some more size out there on the perimeter, make things a little more difficult for teams. We need a proper three. I agree. I agree with you. We scored 128 points without shooting a bunch of damn threes. I agree. That was wonderful, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, if we get two or three guys that can knock down threes, then the other guys gonna have to step up the game and play better. Yeah. Look, I do think we need some three-point. I just don't want them. Like I said, I just don't want guys like Davis and stuff like that to get in the habit of shooting threes. Like we have our success getting into the interior and getting buckets, right? Walker is so crafty and so great at just creating and getting to the rim, stuff like that. I just, I really want to see that continue. I really want to see the way we play today. I want to see that continue. It would be nice. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have a couple, like a 3-point shooter or two or three, preferably, because I don't think one really solves the problem. Like if we had like a Buddy Hield or something like that, like that'd be great. But like, I just don't want this team to get in the habit like of let's shoot 30, 40 threes like we were in the beginning of the season, because that was clearly not the right approach. If AD shoots 10 threes a game, he'd be back up to 33, 34%. But that's not what we need him to do. I agree. We don't. We need him to stay away from it. I'll say it again. LeBron is the problem. Trade for Jimmy Gray. What's going on, KB? How you doing? 19 3-point attempts is the key of the game. Yeah, I love that. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Can't play 4 guard lineups reminds me of Russ and Washington. Yeah, we do. We need. I that's why I was. I really didn't like him taking out Bryant for Bev. I would have rather them kept Bryant. I mean, we got the win regardless, but I would have liked them to do that. Let's say I think Coach Ham is still trying to figure it out, what works in the games, but he's scared me with some of the choices. Of course, I mean, look, he's got this team. He's got a bunch of guards. Like he's trying to see like, does this lineup work? Does that lineup work? Like, how do these guys look together? I don't mind him trying stuff. I don't want him trying things for like 20 minutes a game at a time. But if he tries something here and there, I don't really mind it. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Where do we finish in team assists? Last I looked at the fourth quarter, we were past 26 team assists. 30 is the ideal number. I think we were 28? 29. I was close. 29 assists. So we were one shy. No 3-point shooting yet. Let's see. Braun needs to stop focusing on stat padding and more on W's. I agree. He hurts the team more than he helps. Not all the time, but from the games I've seen. But what do I know? I mean, I've talked about it over and over again. Like he's not making the right basketball reads this year, and I don't know why. And the way he's running the pick and roll drives me crazy. Like he is so good, so smart, so talented. Even at his age, there's no reason for him to play the way he's been playing, because it's not like it's just bad decision making. Like unless he's losing his mind, like there shouldn't be like half the stuff he does he shouldn't be doing. But I hope when he comes back, I hope he goes and does more. KB keeps the same energy when LeBron plays great. Yeah, we really do. We need to, like, even when LeBron comes back, they need to keep playing this way. They really do. Sorry, trying to find. Maybe I put Braun on the bench. Said he hope a full run play back too much stretch. I'm a Cavs fan. I've seen it multiple times. Yeah, I mean he's just in a rough spot. Is all it is. Like he's just again, it's just decision making. Like that's what it that's what it's boiling down to. I just want him to make better decisions. Is my only thing. So Lakers need Miles Bridges. I would love that. If I'm being honest, I don't see it. I don't see them getting him, but I would love it. Let's see. Bro, I'm telling you, no coach would have the balls to tell LeBron to sit down or put him in check to tell him to stop taking dumb shots. They let that dude do whatever he wants. It's probably they do. I mean, there's not a coach in the league because most organizations would fire the coach before they let LeBron get reprimanded. Like it's one of those things. Like it's yeah. 10 assists for Russ in the first half, 2 in the second half stat pack. I don't think it was that. He played more with the ball in the first half. Second half, he didn't play the ball, or he didn't have the ball a ton. Like it was more like he'd bring the ball up and then dish it out, or he'd give it up to Walker, and then Walker would kind of do his thing, whatever. The first half, it was kind of just like, here you go. Like, and Russ got to kind of run the Russ show. As it stands, they don't know basketball for real. They just talk it at this point. Oh yeah, for earlier when I was talking about like agreed. Nothing to gloat. It was like watching a 6th grade team versus a high school varsity team. I'll take the sloppy win for the night. Look, a win is a win. Yeah, 4-guard lineup was not great. Agreed. He didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't play a lot in the second half. Dude, he didn't play almost that entire fourth quarter. But that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't play a ton in the second half, and not only did he not play a ton in the second half, he didn't have the ball a ton in that second half. Also mentioned Russ was plus 11 on the court. Yeah, he was solid. LeBron would have had 3 or 4 turnovers if he played tonight, and he still would have won, and we still would have won big. I mean, we were good tonight. I mean, would LeBron have helped? Sure. Which is ideal for your port. Yeah, exactly. Russ was great. How about Max Christie? I think he is beginning to come around. He's beginning to show his defense press. Dude, I love Max Christie. Max Christie, no joke. Max Christie might be our best on-ball defender. Like, he's just 19 and young. But he is so good. For a 19-year-old kid, that kid is so good defensively. He is great on the closeout. He is great at recovering. He is great fighting over those screens. Like, he is so well sound for a 19-year-old defensive guy. I mean, it helps. He comes from Michigan State. Michigan State, that's like all they preach and all they teach. Usually the better defenders that come in the league are from Michigan State. But his IQ on the defensive end is fantastic, and his rebounding is fantastic. Like, he is already like a great rebounder for a shooting guard, and then also just his defense. Like, if his shot will be taught. His shot will come around. He might be like a real piece for us in the next few years. Like, seriously, like, he's already great defensively, which is hard. You can't really teach that. His instincts and his defense, you can't really teach that. His rebounding goes into his instincts of just knowing where the ball is going to go. Can't really teach that. Like, the shot, if he puts in the work, you can teach that. He'll be good. He's going to be really good. Russ played sloppy in the third quarter. I don't think so. I thought he was fine. Did he have the greatest game ever? No, but he was okay. He had a solid game. Everyone had a solid game. Bro, it happens. You might make a couple mistakes in a game. Yeah, it happens. We still need a trade. This team could go far with the right trade. I like I said earlier, I do think we still need a trade. I just don't. We might not need the big blockbuster trade, which is what I'm hoping. This little stretch of games will give us a good opportunity to kind of see, like, what do we need? Like, do we need Do we need like 2 or 3 guys? Do we need what do we need here? You know what I mean? Like, and I think that that's important. That's important. Shep, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Shep. Yes, don't forget to like this video. It really does help me out a lot. It really helps, like after the stream, during the stream, and subscribe to the channel. We're only 112 subscribers away from 6K. That'd be amazing. I've been doing this for like 4 months, 5 months, something like that. 4 or 5 months, something like that. If I could hit 6K, that would be beautiful. So hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Like the video, as Shep here said. And again, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Where were we? We were. Pat shouldn't have ended the game. I agree. I don't know. I wouldn't have put Pat back in. I like Bryant Davis. I like them closing and that big. They were playing great together. I think Russ has 11, 14, and 12 assists the last 3 games. Yes, I believe so too. He's been really good. Yes. And to touch back on this, I like that. See, the good thing about Russ is he still impacts the game in other ways, right? Even when his shot's not falling, even when he's not like, he's having a bad shooting night, he's still impacting games with his assists, with his rebounding, with his defense. Like I've been impressed with him. I really have. If AR-15 keeps playing like this, he's going to have Bryce sleeping in an Iverson jersey in no time. Yeah, facts. He looks real nice. And still complain about 4 turnovers. Yeah, I don't really understand the complaints about 4 turnovers. Like I was mentioning earlier, it's just, he had 4 turnovers. It happens. He didn't equate for the 16. 3 double-doubles off the bench in a row and still isn't good enough. Yeah, he's been fine. Imagine if any other player did that, though. Yeah, facts. The disrespect, let Kobe rest, man. So many people just don't know and tell the truth. The Lakers had a team in 2020. Go back and look at 2020. Because imagine if we still had 2020. Because yeah. I don't know why people are always like bringing the whole Kobe thing. Like, oh, Kobe would be this or Kobe would be that. Like, like they try to like use Kobe as like a thing. Like I don't mind being like, oh yeah, whatever, but I don't know, it's weird. Destroy any team, especially on the Western Conference. The Western Conference isn't as good as they look on paper. Like there's not like any teams that you see and you're just like, man, like that team looks unbeatable. Like that team, like we would struggle. Like I like how we match up against most teams. Like I'd really like if we could get 2 things right now, I think legit we could be in the conversation. Like if we could get, I think we need another like go-to scorer, a guy that can just get easier buckets, like a shooter type scorer. I don't want just a shooter. Like I'd like a Terry Rozier, somebody like that. A guy that can play on the ball, can play off the ball, can create his own shot, can get to the basket, can shoot from the mid-range, do a little bit of everything. If we could get like somebody like that, and we could get like a wing defender, like a good solid wing defender, I think we'd be good. Because I think that really balance out the rotations, gives you another go-to scorer to kind of like help out. It allows like some of the other guys to kind of just round out the roster properly. Like I don't know. I definitely think we still need a trade, but I think if we could just get like 1 or 2, if we could get just a 3-and-D style wing guy and another scorer, like shooter and scorer. Can't just be somebody that like is great from the mid range but can't shoot through. I need somebody that could do a little bit of both. I think it'd be really good. If that number is accurate, that is 37 assists in 3 games. Does he have more than 18 turnovers in those 3 games? No, he does not. One of those games he had none, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's fact check this right now. So we had the Brooklyn game. Russ had Russ had 12 assists. He had 4 turnovers. So he's at 8 turnovers and 24 assists. And then let's see. game before that. Won't let me go higher than that. Darn it. Here, we'll just do it on my phone real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. So I mean, he can't have more than that because he didn't have 10 turnovers the other game. So he's at 8. He's at 24 and 8, and then come on, and then and then when was the other game? 13th, the 11th. Yes, the sack game. He had 11 assists and he had 5 turnovers. So that's what, 33 and 13. So yeah, not too bad. 2 wins in a row without LeBron. I like it. Me too. Leave Russ and Pat on the bench. Yes, I agree. He has 13 turnovers in the last 3 games. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, 35 assists, 13 turnovers. Yes, past 3 games. 3-to-1 ratio, which is excellent. Agreed. Russ and Gabriel have had underrated 2-man game. They really have. Like I've been talking about that a lot lately. Like, because it's true. They have a really good chemistry together. They look really good together. Those two. With LeBron leading the offense, we were dead last in offense. So yeah. People forget Magic averaged 4 turnovers for his career. Yeah, a lot of people do. LeBron averaged 3.5 last year. But again, when Russ does it, it's a problem. Exactly. People just still want to find an excuse to blame somebody. That's all it is. Braun and Russ have roughly the same career assist turnover ratio. It's true. Like last year, as much as people love to say like Russell Westbrook turnover prone, blah 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 blah. Last year, Russ averaged 4 turnovers a game, and LeBron averaged 3.5. And the only reason Russ had more turnovers in total than LeBron, because I know because every time I mention this, somebody's like, well, Russ had like 100 more turnovers than LeBron James. Yes, but he also played like double the amount of games that LeBron James played. He played in almost every game except for like 3. So yeah, of course he had 100 more turnovers. LeBron would have had a couple, probably 150 more turnovers. Braun got to be the guy to close quarters and win the minutes with the rest of 86. I agree. They do. That's been a big problem. Like, we don't have somebody that can close and finish. Like, that's a big issue. What's going on, Jason? I appreciate you being here. What is up? I just finished a delicious bowl of Lucky Charms. I was unable to see if the Celtics won tonight. Any information, that'd be great. I don't know why you try to hurt me, Jason. I thought we were friends, but it hurts. It hurts. Look, Celtics got it done. They look good. Don't worry. We'll see you in the finals, and when we win, get number 18. All will be right. All will be right in the world. I appreciate you, Jason. It is a problem, bro. In some aspect, maybe Russ damn near averaged 6 turnovers in his MVP season. I don't think stat nerds didn't pay attention to that shit. Yeah. Look, people average when you have a high usage rate, you turn the ball over. Who was it? Luka last year was number 1 in turnovers. Never doubt LeBron. I believe he's on a mission to return like it's LeBron. You never know what he's up to. Look, I believe in LeBron. In LeBron, I trust. But he hasn't been great this year. Can he turn around? Absolutely, of course. No, I mean, it's LeBron James. At the end of the day, he's still arguably the greatest player ever. In my eyes, he is the greatest player ever. But, that's a conversation for another day. But I still believe he can turn around. It's just, like I said, it's just his decision making. I want to see him make better decisions. I really do. I think Braun is clearly the better player, even if we took away the 4 titles. But for this team with this group of players, Russ should be leading the offense. Yeah. We have to outscore people like the Wizards did. We definitely need to play faster, or at least when LeBron's out of the game, let Russ just go. Like I was saying that before the season began. Just go. Give him the ball. Let him go. Let him go, 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 go. Braun is the GOAT, but he has to sacrifice if he wants team to be great. I agree. I agree with you 100%. I really like you. I really like you do this and read everybody's comments. But for you, I would say I feel like you would get a lot more super chats if you only read super chat comments. I agree 100%. I've actually said this very thing. I've said this very so. I had like when one time when I was talking about all the stuff, people were asking about the stuff. I literally I doing this, going in the order and all that stuff, there's no incentive for super chats. I would probably, you are spot on. I probably get a lot more super chats if I actually like only responded to super chats. But that's not what I want to do. I genuinely enjoy having these conversations with everybody. Like if somebody gives me a super chat, which happens from time to time, and I appreciate it. I'm thankful. It's awesome. It means a ton to me. But I don't do this for the super chats. Like I don't. Like eventually one day I probably will reach a point where I'll just have so many subscribers. I'll have no choice but to answer the super chats, which is a good problem to have. I'm not complaining about it. But I don't do this for the super chats. Like, would I love it? Of course, like it's money. It helps. I'm trying to do this for a living. You know what I mean? Like, so, if people are generous enough, that's great. But it's not something that like I strive for. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do a live stream and try to make $500 in super chats. Like, if that day comes, cool. But I genuinely enjoy having these conversations with everybody. It's fun. I do. I genuinely enjoy it. But anyway, I appreciate you, Shay. I do. And you're spot on. 100%. 100%. I would probably be making a killing right now if I just did super chats, but it's all right. Again, that's not what it's all about. A lot of foul calls tonight. This game got boring. I agree. There was a ton of foul calls. I don't know why this was so foul call heavy. Never doubt LeBron. Nah, man, this ain't the Eastern Conference. LeBron's still LeBron James. Like, he still has won a championship in the Western Conference, but LeBron is still LeBron. This guy thinks he's Trevor Lane. I don't think so at all. Trevor Lane is fantastic. I really appreciate Trevor Lane and Lakers Nation and what they've done for this community. But I am nowhere near Trevor Lane. Nowhere near. He's been doing this a very long time. He's well established. He has an insane following, which is awesome. Shout out to Trevor Lane. You're awesome from Lakers Nation. Plus, Trevor Lane probably doesn't even know who I am. So, but that's facts. It's dope how he actually talks to chat. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, KB. Father time. I seen the same thing happen to Kobe, and I was in denial. I feel it. I don't really think it's father time though. I mean, it might be a part of it, but like I said, a lot of it is just decision making. It's not even like him not being aggressive or explosive or things like that. I don't know. It just seems to be his decision making. I don't know why. It just seems like, and it's just simple stuff that like he just never really did. I don't know. That's I don't know. That's just my thoughts. But speaking of super chats, Euphoric Note coming in. How about the $2 super chat? Thank you so much. You're appreciated. Well, thank you. Seriously, I do. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I do this because I love it. I really do. Come on, how is this not like a great job? Like, like this is why I want to get to the point where I could do this for a living and just do this. Like, I love it. Being able to just talk Lakers, talk videos, just have fun. Like I do. I love it. I genuinely do. Like, I am so blessed to be in this position to have people. Even the haters. Like, I love it. The fact that I have haters. I love it. Good. That means I'm doing something right? that means something's going right. So, I mean, regardless, I do. I appreciate all of you. You guys are all so awesome. Seriously. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Euphoric Note. I really do appreciate the super chat. You're awesome. Where were we? We were right. Braun is trying to force the front office to make a trade, which sucks. I think he is too. I mean, did you see the whole where he's talking about Green Bay, but but he was clearly talking about the Lakers? Like, you got a star and you got the draft picks to make them better. Like, and he's like, nah, I was talking about Green Bay. Like, sure, buddy, sure. AD is the guy. If they don't force feed AD, Lakers will not make the playoffs. LeBron chasing Kareem shooting 8 threes a game ain't the way. I agree. He needs to not shoot as many threes. AD is the guy. I mean, we're going to go as far as AD takes us, but I definitely think you know, I definitely think we need LeBron to be a little better decision making. The issue is Braun plays with strengths at this point in his career. He can be effective and ISO or as a roller, but not in the pick and roll ball handler. Yeah, he just the way he's been running the pick and roll has been killing me this year. Like it drives me crazy. Every time he comes off that roll, he just stops. Attack. The reason Russell Westbrook is so good at that pick and roll, and the reason why him and Wayne and Gabriel and him and Anthony Davis and him and any big he's played with, him and Steven Adams, all of it, is he's so aggressive off of that turn and attack that it forces the defense to have to react. And they either have to let Russ get a wide open layup or they have to leave and go challenge Russ, and then Russ has got the easy dump off. It happens every single time. And all LeBron doesn't even have to be as aggressive as Russ. Just hit that corner. That's all he's got to do. Hit that corner. And he is so big, so strong, so fast. Like, he's going to either get an and one or he's going to get a lob. Like, anyway, drives me crazy. Lenny, I've been saying that since we traded for Russ, turnovers to AD and Russ with AD at the 5 year. I think the main reason we are not contending is because of the salary for Russ. He has been great this season, but not worth $20 million at most. So we are actually paid $27 million behind. I mean, yeah, but like I said, I mean, that's not Russ's fault. You know, like, would it be nice to, instead of having Russ have, 3 or 4 like mid-tier rotation guys? Sure. But, I mean, they traded for him and he's done everything that they've asked. Everything that they've asked. He's came off the bench with a smile. He's played defense. He's, being effective. He's been way more controlled than I think he's ever been in his career. Like, he is really being patient and allowing things to come to him, which I think is what's really helping too. And he's doing a better job of like knowing when to go. He's not just like counting on his speed and athleticism. He's, all right, let me boom. Okay, I didn't get you off that first dribble. Let me clear it out. Let me, give it up. Like I like what we're seeing from. Let's see. So when the Bucks beat Detroit twice, what does that mean about them? Exactly. It's like I said, it's still an NBA team. I'm with you, Buck. Now we don't need Miles Bridges. What he gonna do to help the Lakers? I'd rather take someone else. I don't know. He's pretty solid. I mean, he's a 29 guy, 24 years old. He's young. I don't think we're gonna get him regardless. Like, I don't see Charlotte saying like, oh, let's just get rid of that. I just don't see it. And Max can rebound. Yes. He is a great rebounder for his size and everything. Seriously. I do. I really like Max. I think Max is going to be a stud for us in a couple years. I really do. And Fork Notes coming in. How about the $2 super chat for Moon Pies? I love it. I dig it. Thank you so much. Seriously, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I'll definitely have to get some Moon Pies. For sure, Braun still has a lot left in the tank. Kobe injury was icing on the cake. Yeah, dude. Man, that Kobe injury was heartbreaking. Like, that was so rough. And then he still, like a thug, went up there and knocked down both free throws. I was like, get it, Kobe. Like, man, that dude just, man. He was another breed. He was something else, man. For real. Alfonso, he's literally perfect for this particular group of players. Bridges, Walker, Braun, Russ on the break. Yeah, that's what I say. Bridges would be nice. We need to see TB on the court with AD. Damn, that small ball. I mean, I liked that they were playing that. The two bigs. I hope that he gets back to that more. I really did like that. The thing with having so many guards is that your overall foot speed is hard to stop, and you got a lot of guys looking for others. Yeah. That's why we need to play fast. We got to just boom, 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 boom. That's true too. Constant pressure on the rim. Last year, we never won 3 in a row. This team has special in the making. Look, I've said from day one, this team is better than last year. Like, we had such an easy schedule last year, and we were 5-5 through 10 games. This year we had an actual tough schedule, and we were 3-10, which sucks, but not too late. Like I said, look at the Kings. The Kings were worse than we were, and they were able to turn it around. They've won like 7 of the last 8 games. Look at the plus minus time. It's still anyone's title if they get hot. I agree. There's nobody that's like that good this year, like especially in the West. Like I haven't seen one team where I'm like, man, like they look like a problem. Like I don't think so. And as poorly as we have been, we're still only like 4.5 games or 5 games out of second place. So it's not like we're like so far behind everybody. Like we're literally like, we're right there. You go on like a nice little run. You go win like, 15 out of your next like 20 games or something, and all of a sudden you're in like fourth place. And it's like, oh, all right. I guess this season wasn't so bad. If Russell Westbrook is not traded this season, is it possible to extend him to a $22 million year? I mean, you could probably get him less. I would love to bring Russ back if he would like take 6-man money. I don't think he will. Um, I think realistically he'll probably leave, but I wouldn't mind like if we could get Russ back like 4 years, you know, I don't know, like 72 million or something like that. I would love that. Like I would sign him in a heartbeat. Um, I don't need to see Pat Bev jacking up shots. I am with you. I am with you. If we play like this when LeBron returns, are we gonna win? Yeah, absolutely. Like if this team, the way we've seen the last 2 games, if they play that way, especially tonight, where it was like an equal contribution, we're gonna win some games for sure, for sure. Um, Real quick, I am 11 subscribers away from 5,900. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get there. I'm sure there's 11 of you that aren't subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. To be honest, if Braun comes back and plays like a top 5 to 7 player, we might not have to make any major moves. That's true. Look, I've always said from day one, like, if they get into the playoffs and they're healthy, you still have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook on your team. You know, are we a legit contender? Maybe not, but I'll take my like if we get into the playoffs, I will take my chances. I don't think there's any team in the Western Conference where it's like, man, there is no way we can beat them. Like there just isn't. I don't think there's a team in the West that can stop Anthony Davis. I don't think there's a team in the West that can stop LeBron James. I think there's a team in the West that can stop Russell Westbrook. And once they get to the playoffs, we've seen playoff Russ. Playoff Russ is a monster. We have seen playoff LeBron James. And here's the thing. I really believe this. Granted, we have to get there. If the Lakers get to the Western Conference Finals, I think we win a championship. I really do. Like, I think if we get to the Western Conference Finals, I think we will see a 25-year-old LeBron James. Because I think LeBron is going to look at it as like, okay, I need 8 wins to get a championship, and this might be my last chance. So I really think if we get to a Western Conference Finals, assuming everyone's healthy, of course. Like if it's just LeBron James and nobody else, then yeah. But I mean, if everyone is healthy, I really think if we get to a Western Conference Finals, I think we see, Cavs type level LeBron James. I really do. Um, oh, that was too. I want to me. Sorry. What happened? Russ will need at least 30 million a year. LOL. Everybody's getting paid now. Yeah, I don't think a team would give him that. I really don't. I don't think he's ever going to be that much ever again. I definitely could see a team giving him like 20, 22 million, somewhere around there. But I think 30 million is a little too high. After watching this game, who do you think is expendable if this winning trend continues? We still could use some solid guys on the wing and perimeter scoring. Yeah, I agree. If Patrick Beverly can come in, or not Patrick Beverly, Dennis Schroeder can come in, then I think Bev is definitely expendable. Like trade him tomorrow. Beverly and Kendrick Nunn. Even if Kendrick Nunn gets back to like being the Kendrick Nunn, I think you got to trade him. Because if you have Dennis Schroeder, and Dennis Schroeder can be that solid, like, scorer, defender, point guard for us, I don't think you really need Schroeder as much, or not Schroeder, None as much as you would like a wing defender. So as much as I'd love to see Kendrick Nunn succeed and have success with the Lakers, I just think he's the one. Him and Patrick Beverly are the only like sizable contracts that you could trade outside of Russ. So I think they're the two that are expendable. Yeah, love Russ, but those days are over from me. Um, sorry, trying to find something to me. That is right. Thank you so much, Emily. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Again, subscribe. We are 9 subscribers away. 9 subscribers away from 5,900. I know there's 9 of you out there that aren't subscribed, and don't stop. Even if I hit 5,900, subscribe. Trying to hit 6,000. We're right there. Right there. We're almost to 6,000. So subscribe to the channel. Like the video. I'd really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That was a thanks for helping change the culture contract for CP3. Yeah, facts. That's what that. Absolutely. PB really did all the talking in the preseason media, like he was Kobe Rodman, and and has been giving very much brown T-shirt vibes from 2K. He is a album, so for real, that cracked me up, Jay. I appreciate that. That was a good one. Yeah, I mean, he talked his shit and he hasn't backed it up. That's for sure. Like I said earlier, trade him now. Get that over with. Let's get rid of him. A stat. I will say this: if the Lakers win the title this season with Russ coming off the bench, he will get a very nice deal somewhere. I think so too. I think winning the championship changes. I mean, people always pay for championship contenders. Look, there's always a team that'll overpay, right? Like, would the Knicks give Russ $25 million a year? Probably. I don't even think they can next year. But I mean, if they could, like, there are just teams that'll just overpay, just to overpay. But I don't think he's that guy. Again, I think Russ is great. I just don't think I don't think he's ever going to be a max guy again. Let's see. He just carried the Wizards to the playoffs 2 years ago. Russ is still worth the money. Oh, I've talked about that repeatedly. Like, people forget Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, with a bunch of guys you can't name, literally took the Wizards to the playoffs. Imagine an 18 kid coming in and passing up a lot of the greats. That's not going to happen again. I will be watching. Yeah. LeBron, no doubt, is a great player, but GOATs can close games. Kobe, MJ, Braun, Magic, these guys were all killers. I don't see the same killer instinct in LeBron. He's afraid of the big moment. I don't know. I mean, he's the all-time leader in clutch scoring and clutch points. He also has the most game winners in NBA history, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, he is pretty clutch. It's just he's just more about, like, the basketball play. But yeah, I just think personally, if you're talking a basketball standpoint, like just pure basketball standpoint, like who is the greatest basketball player ever, I think it's LeBron. I think it has to be LeBron James. A guy, he can do everything: his size, his speed, his athleticism, just everything, all of the things that you put into it. Like, if you remove everything, like, you just, because championships, like, people always bring up championships are a team accolade. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. But, like, if you just boil it down to who is, like, basketball player, because that's what people always say, who is the greatest basketball player ever? Greatest basketball player ever from all standpoints. A guy that can do everything. He's a bigger, faster, stronger Magic Johnson. Like, what more can you do? Unfortunately, Russ's contract is so massive that he is in trade talks solely because we could get the most back for him. But if Russ makes $10 million, he'd be perfect. Yeah. I mean, that's basically why. I mean, Russ is a board wipe for most teams. You know what I mean? Like, people that made terrible financial decisions all of a sudden get to, like, clear it all up. He might not know who you are, but he will soon. Keep grinding cool. Well, thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. I really do. And absolutely, I will constantly be grinding. Now, do the daily videos, do the live streams, all that stuff. Like I said, I have a goal. I want to achieve that goal. I want to be a fixture in the space at some point, and I'm willing to work my ass off to do it. You gotta work for your goals, right? 10 million for us too. I think 10 million is too low too. I think he's legit. I think he'll legit get at least 15 to 18 million. Russ has rubbed off on LeBron. Lakers better never trade Austin Reeves. They always make dumb decisions with the young players. I hope they're smart on him. He's pivotal glue piece. Always does the right thing. I am with you. He is, man. He is great, great. Seriously, he is fantastic. I really like what I'm seeing from Rays. Lakers Nation going to be calling you soon, guaranteed. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Rich. I do. I appreciate it. Like I said, they're great. I love what they got going on over there. I would love to be on their channel and have a conversation with them, stuff like that. I do. I appreciate it. Now Russ can really realistically get 22 to 25. I wouldn't be surprised if he paid him that. Shout outs to Winning and Reeves for always giving 100%. Facts. Winning has been so nice. Like like I said, I really like that. I really like that our three big lineup with Bryant, Davis, and Gabriel. I think they all offer different things. I think they all you could play them, together. Not all three together, but you play two at a time. Like I think it's really nice. And then Austin Reeves is he's just so solid, man. The kid just doesn't make mistakes. He grinds. He does the dirty work. He doesn't really take bad shots unless he like has to. Shot clock's winding down. He's got to jack it up. But he's just a good basketball player. Seriously, good basketball player. Austin Reeves earned his hillbilly Kobe nickname back that night. Didn't he say hate that? Did he say hate that nickname? Which I think is funny. But I would take that as a compliment. Like seriously, I'd be like, hey, he mentioned me and Kobe in any capacity. No, unfortunately, now that Russ has agreed to come off the bench, he will never be offered more than the mid-level 10 million a year. I don't think. I think so. I think a team. I mean, six men usually get around, like 13 to 16 million. I think worst case he's around there. I hate to grow, but I told you also every bit of it. We appreciate you, Raven. Sorry, man. I'm not trading until LeBron convinces me he's still a top 5-7. I can understand that. They will want Russ to be a starter, not no six man. I think he'll end up like I think there are a handful of teams he'd start on. Like the Wizards don't really have a starting point guard. Like Monty Morris is not really like a starting point guard. He's more of like a combo guard, like more scoring guard. But yeah. He's on the bench because he has the balls to step to LeBron. Yeah. Braun needs to stop with this passive aggressive attitude. Green Bay at this point. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, what? Like, you ain't fooling nobody, Braun. At this point in his career, it's not about making buddies. You gotta just say how it is. Yeah. Even if Russ misses the layup, 80, clean it up. If his man contests Russ at the rim. Yeah, exactly. Which we see a lot. Russ is just for me. He needs to just stick to his strengths. But I do think he has been very selfless this year. So kudos to him for that. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's done everything that is asked of him. Like, I feel like you got to give him some credit. You know what I mean? Like, even people that, like, I see so many people that just, like, and I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, like, there's so many people that, like, will leave comments, like, that just clearly hate Russ. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, at some point, you got to give somebody credit. Like, even if you don't agree with them, like, or you don't like him or whatever, like, he's done everything that is asked for him. But anyway, again, I appreciate it. If they make the playoffs, that'll look better for his bag this year. Yeah. 3 weeks ago, that LeBron James had issues with the system, his role, team stature, and his legacy. Jab step, fadeaway. I know it's driving me crazy. I really hope he doesn't come back and just jump right back into that. That's going to drive me insane. I really hope he doesn't. I still see Russ forcing the ball, causing stupid turnovers. Yeah. I mean, like I said, when you have a high usage rate, you're going to turn the ball over. He had 4 turnovers tonight. And he had what? What did I say? We did it earlier. So in the last 3 games, he has 35 assists and what is it, 18 turnovers? Or 13 turnovers. That's what it was. 13 turnovers, 35 assists. He's got a 3-to-1 assist turnover ratio, which is like that's like Chris Paul status. Literally. Like, and Chris Paul is one of the best turnover to assist ratios of all time. He is, but threes have to stop. Like, that's your game, man. Yeah. Or it's just as it stands, Lakers, but close. Reading's hard. I get it. Russ is shooting the three good this year. Yeah, he is. He's shooting 41%, 41.5%. Um, Kobe is indescribable. Yeah, seriously. Uh, no one could ever compare it to Kobe. Yeah, he was, man, he's something, man. Who you think are we going to trade for, in my opinion? That's tough because I do think there are a lot of options. I think I think the most likely right now is probably Terry Rozier. I really do. I think that that is the most realistic, like, Laker trade target that we've seen. Um, yeah, I would. My guess would probably be Terry Rozier. Like, if I had to just pick one, like one player or one deal that I think is the most likely to happen, I think it's Terry Rozier, because you could get Terry Rozier for Patrick Beverly and Kendrick Nunn, and you probably wouldn't have to give up any of your firsts because you're doing them a huge favor. You're taking $100 million in salary. You'll probably give them a couple seconds or something like that just to, like, make them feel like they won. But, like, that's the one deal I think the Lakers could do and not give up any firsts. And then you still have Russ and two firsts to, like, go make another deal if you need to. So if I had to guess, that would be the piece. And I actually think we could use Terry Rozier. Um, Kobe was that guy. Facts. And what's good, bro? I appreciate you. What's going on, Nike? What is up? What is up? Drive hard, finish, make the right play, lock in on defense, and not just on mismatches. Guards that we cooking Russ. Facts or feelings. Yeah. Man, you better. I'll go rewatch what Russ did to us in the playoffs. Yeah. Kobe Rip absolutely loved Russ and would be personally guiding his time here in LA if he were still with him. I actually think so too. I actually think if rest in peace, if Kobe was still alive, I really believe he would be. I think, like, that would be the one guy that that, like, would be in Russ's corner. Um, Not true. Nobody's that good. What's true is that there were a number of teams good and in night yet. I'm with it. Trade Beverly. Nobody on the West stopping LeBron, AD, or Russ. We should all know that. I don't think there's a team like I said. There's not, at least right now, unless something crazy happens. There's not a team in the West that I look at and go, man, I don't see us beating them. Like, I think we match up very well against most of them. He's been doing better, though. I've acknowledged that already. Might be fair play. I imagine. Russ needs 20 million. I mean, like I said, I'm sure there's a team that might give it to him. Trade him tomorrow. I'm telling you, man. Telling you, trade him tomorrow. If only. If only. I mean, we are scoring about 160 points per game with Russ leading the offense more yet. Nah, Kobe, my all-time favorite player, but I'm just not with the Russ slander when he's playing the right way. So, I mean, he deserves the credit. Like I said, if we win the next three, then a Russ trade would look even better. I mean, it depends on what the trade is, and like I said, I still think we do a trade. I just think that this is a good time to kind of look and see, like, what do we really need as a team? Like, what does this team really need? Like, I don't think Miles Turner and Buddy Hield is the answer. I don't think we need a center. Like, I just feel like a center is just, I just feel like there's bigger needs that this team has. And I think that this is something that we'll actually be able to see. Yeah. And a backwood. If we win the next three, there's no way Russ is being moved. Russ is not getting traded unless Shai is available, because it's the only player worth it, in my opinion. Dude, he's been killing it. Really, yeah. I don't see them trading Shai ever. He might literally be untouchable for them. He's playing so good for them. The Lakers need a Bojan Bogdanovic or even a Kelly Oubre to complete this roster. Too many guards. Either Westbrook, Pat Bev, Kendrick Nunn trade away from complete. I think they do. I think they need, like I said, a solid like 3-and-D wing. I still wouldn't mind the Hornets deal, and I don't think you'd have to give up both first in the Hornets because I mean, depending on what it is, but facts. I love Kobe. Um, let's see. Oh, whoops. I believe people fear the Lakers if we start winning games, and those West Conference teams are going to be afraid, especially if we up there in the fourth spot, and the West teams are going to fear us. Yeah, I mean nobody's going to like if we make the playoffs and we're good, nobody's going to want to play us. You got to play LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. Like that's your guess is as good as mine. Now we can't say the man is no longer an impact player while reducing his minutes and usage. Yeah. Uh, what happened? There we go. There we go. Whoever the best ever is, in my opinion, they were 23, and I'll leave it at that. I can understand that. Not gutting guards is sacrificing. We could only know for sure if he's playing 36 minutes per game with user rate 32, 34, leading the offense. Yeah. Think we can package Nunn, Jones, maybe a first and a couple seconds for Caruso. I miss him. Caruso's been terrible this year. I would not want Caruso right now. He's been awful, like awful. Yeah. I mean, could we technically? Yes. But I definitely wouldn't give up a first for him. Maybe a second, something like that. But he's been really bad this year, really bad. Sign Reeves a 4-year, $100 million contract. I don't know about that much, but let's see. Sign Boogie Cousins with Isaiah Thomas. Russell end up just like Melo. What you mean, coming off the bench? Nunn looked really good. He didn't miss from the field tonight, which was nice. Hopefully he kind of gets back into the swing of things. That'd be nice. Frank Vogel burner account. Clearly. Russ came into the game and down nearly 20 now. We want him to try to get guys the ball instead of jacking up 8 threes per game. Yeah, that's my point exactly too. The Lakers need a rest. LeBron James the whole season. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook will play more. Do it. Yeah, they're not resting LeBron the whole season. I mean, LeBron wants to chase Kareem this year. He's only going to miss so many games. But guarantee the scouting report on Hayes was to close short and make him make shots. He did. Credit to him. Yeah. All turnovers are not equal. Russ turnovers are mostly live ball, which lead to fast breaks. I agree. Not all turnovers are equal turnovers. They do. I agree. Sorry, trying to find. Here we go. Russell Westbrook will break Oscar Robinson's record for triple doubles. 106. He's already broken it. He is the leader in triple doubles. I played ball at a park yesterday. It was just like the NBA. The truth. Easy moves that can be made. Not any trades. Release JTA and D Jones and pick up Melo and Dwight. They can't waive them. The only players that we'd have to buy them out, which counts towards the cap. The only non-guaranteed deals are Austin Reeves, Winning Gabriel, and Matt Ryan. You could waive Matt Ryan because we're not really playing him anymore. You're not getting rid of Winning Gabriel. You're not getting rid of Austin Reeves. So those are the only guys that we can just waive. And I would really like Whiteside. Melo, I love Melo, but he's not it. Terry Rozier would be one of the best pickups ever. I think he still has a lot of potential. Sorry, yeah, I think he would really fit what we need. Like I really do. I think he would help a ton. Personally, made it back to reality tonight. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, K9 is nice. I just need to see him be consistent. The Lakers could sign Gary Trent Jr. What do you mean two-way contract? They could sign him to a contract, but not a two-way contract. They did. They did a great job. I loved what I saw from Lakers Day. That was some good stuff. Let's see. What? We need to stop playing small ball. We don't have the shooters for that. I agree. I liked the Thomas Bryant, Anthony Davis lineups, or like the winning Gabriel. I really like those lineups. What even happened to Miles Bridges? Was it recent? Last I remember, was something with a fan. No, he had a domestic thing. I'm on a YouTube live stream, so I can't say exactly what it is, but he, yeah. I mean, it was pretty bad. There's more to it, but he pled no contest, which basically he's paying a bunch of money to make it go away. Shout out to AD. He's really been carrying our team and putting up big numbers. Agreed. He's looked great. I really like what we're seeing from AD a lot. Yeah, we need this AD to keep it up. We need a center still because AD hates playing center, but I'd rather have the Spurs deal over Andy. I'd rather have the Spurs deal too. He's gonna be the cover of NBA 2K 2025. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, basically. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Who was it that was it what was it? The Lean With It, Rock With It song? He's like, "What? Don't make me watch your face beat up my hand." Thomas Bryant was pretty solid for backup. Yeah, I really like Thomas Bryant. I think Thomas Bryant can help a lot. Yeah, the Spurs deal needs to happen. 2 shooters and maybe you try another shooter and can turn around. Yeah, I really think this, like, if we were going to do any deal, I think the Spurs deal is the answer to everything, because not only could you get 2 or 3 players, but you'd also get a trade exception that could get you another 2 or 3 players. So like you could literally, like, you want to talk about a roster all, you could literally complete roster all. Ben Ballin, he's been great. I like what I've seen from him. Broke it 2 years ago in Washington. Yes, facts. Melo can't play D. Agreed. He sacrificed triple doubles for LeBron. Chase Kareem, yeah. For everyone that wants to trade AD, he showed you back-to-back games why you shouldn't trade it. I said it from day one. What are you going to get? You're not going to get value from him. You're not going to, like, there's not very many people like AD. Is he frustrating at times? Sure. But there's very few people. It's the question of the day. Can Russell Westbrook win a championship in the Lakers uniform? I hope so. I would love that. Dealing with him, but we stiff at the 4. If the NBA allowed Melo to wear a hoodie during games, yeah, right. Give us hoodie Melo. That's who we need to win some championships. Give us hoodie Melo. Real quick, subscribe to the channel. I am 7 subscribers away from 5,900. I need you to subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 5,900. That'd be beautiful. I'm gonna power through these last few comments, and then we'll get out of here. So subscribe. I feel like if we start winning, we still need a players. The West is tied 1 through 9 with only 1 or 1.5 games in between. That battle is going to be crazy. I agree. Like I said, I do think we need to trade. We just might not need like a big roster rehaul turnaround trade, like it was looking like we needed. So I mean, we'll see. But I definitely still think we need to trade. I do too. LeBron was going past Kareem, regardless of who else is going to do it besides LeBron. I mean, LeBron is right there. Yeah. I mean, even if he doesn't do it this year, he's going to do it. Like all he has to do is like average like 5 points a game for the next like 2 years, and he's got it. So like even if he doesn't get it this year, he's fine. Need to get traded. I agree. I'm with you. Is it just me, or did AD move fast in this game? He did. He looked good. He looked really good. Play Twin Towers and playoff ball and win every game. Yeah. Let's talk about how much Gay and the rest were doing on the whistles and didn't call not 1 second on the Trace bench. They were at the end of the game. Yeah. See, I hate that rule though. I really do. I think that's stupid. Like, these are professional athletes. Like, let them. They're excited. They're fun. Like, it's engaged. Like, let's let things play out. LA Lakers will do some trades with Miami Heat. Miami Heat trade away Tyler. I don't think they're gonna do that. I would love it if they did. I don't see that happening. AD was a monster. He's great. I really like what we're the last two games. AD's been nice. The one ref was wild tonight with the back-to-back tags. Yeah, refs have been so inconsistent with that BS. It's dumbass rule, anyways. Yeah, it is. Let them get excited. Like, let them play. Like, I also hate that tag. Like the whole Jason Tatum tag. Like, refs do too much sometimes. Like, with Tatum's like you didn't even do it. Like, you gave him a tech. Like, let these guys express some emotion. Let these guys. It's irritating. I hate it. Like, they're professional athletes, and you want them to be robots. Like, go create robots to play basketball. Then, as the night gets later, we are not even talking about basketball. It's usually how live streams go, right? As it goes on. So I'm gonna start winding down. Start setting up for tomorrow. Get some videos ready for tomorrow and stuff. Can an NBA play like 50-year-old in the NBA with no injuries career in the NBA? I mean, it's possible. I could see Steph playing till he's 50. No joke. I mean, he's such a good shooter that's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to. He's going to end up having to, like, one day become a Ray Allen, but he's a good enough shooter where he could probably play till he's like 50. I wouldn't trade AD. He's showing a different. Well, this year stay on the floor in pain. I love that from him. I agree. Already subscriber, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much. Seriously, means a ton. Oops. Trade LeBron for Jaylen Brown. Winning formula equals add two shooters, make LeBron play point guard, and let AD play his preferred power forward position. Keep Westbrook as a sixth man. I don't know how you're going to get two shooters in that situation, but yeah. Appreciate you, brother, for all the streams. Like and sub. Yes, please. This dude is going to be dating Stephen A. Smith in 5 years. Why? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Seriously. And yes, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Like this video if you haven't liked this video. I really appreciate it. Trying to grow. MVP Davis, yeah. Russ does get fouled a lot for no calls, and I agree with that. Although he does look for fouls too. But you can't win for losing for luck or refs. Yeah, he does. He doesn't get the calls as frequently as he should compared to, like, other stars and players in the league. Yeah, you crazy for LeBron not getting traded. Something else. Yeah. I charted. What happened? I charted the non-Bron games, and we were able to nearly match his 30 points per game in the games he missed without players hogging the shots. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when it just, like, when the ball's moving, guys are rotating, stuff like that. It changes a lot. All right. Yeah, they're not consistent. Sick. Yeah. MVP. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really do. It really means a lot. We won't even get on LeBron getting calls. Yeah, LeBron. Yeah, it's like the Shaq rule. He's just so big, strong, overpowering, stuff like that. It sucks. But yeah, again, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Seriously, you guys are all so kind. I like I said, I love it. I am in a blessed situation. I'm sub this like Lakers Nation. Awesome. And Lakers Nation is, like I've said, they are an excellent channel. I love Lakers Nation. Agree. I love the interaction here. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I like these live streams. Like somebody said earlier, like, you'd get a lot more super chats if you just did that. But, like, it's not why I do this. I love having these conversations. I really do. I love seeing you all go back and forth and have conversations with each other. Stuff. I mean, it's hard sometimes because I'm trying to navigate through it all, but I'm willing to do that because I love it. I love having a place where we can all just come and talk and have fun and shoot the shit. It's almost midnight on the West Coast, and I still have 100 plus people here. Like, this is awesome. I love this. Like, would I love super chats? Of course, but that's not why I did it. Like, I want this to be fun. I want to have a place where we can talk. We can, just have fun. I do. I love it. That's what it's all about. It's YouTube. It's fun. Like, let's have good times. Like, make videos. Like, even like some of the videos I'll make, like, people will get on my ass about it. It's like, it's YouTube. It's not that serious. Like, like, if there's news out there, I'll give you the news. But other than that, like, try to have fun like anybody else. That's what it's all about. You seen D'Lo on the sidelines watching his team play for him? Yeah. The Shaq did the full thing. That was great. Yeah. Oh shit, he's top 3 restricted score area. Yeah. Lakers Nation only reads the comments that donate. I mean, the thing is though too is they're big enough to where they like there will probably be a point where I am in that position to where you get so many super chats like you have to. You know what I mean? Like if you paid, like if all of a sudden I had like 10 people just giving me super chat, like I gotta answer. They're paying for that. You know what I mean? Like so I don't really knock Lakers Nation because they're so big. They have such a huge pool. Like I have like 100 to 200 people in my live streams on a good day, right? Like they have thousands in their live streams. So like they have people that are giving them, 10, 20, $5, stuff like that. Like, they're just in such a big position. My thing is I still want to find a way to like because I do understand not everybody can give super chats. I understand not everybody's in a position to like donate. If you can, great. I appreciate it, but I don't expect it. So my thing is like once I get to that point, how do I figure out ways to where I can still interact with everybody? Like that's going to be the challenge once we get there. Maybe I'll have to do like a dedicated live stream to where, because I can't turn off super chats. So maybe I'll have to do like a dedicated live stream or something to where it's like, hey, I'll answer it in order. But I don't know. I mean, we'll deal with it when it gets there. I am a long way away from that, so we'll figure out that problem when it's there. Salute, bro. I will be back after we whoop on San Antonio. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I will see you guys then. I'm gonna wrap these up and we'll get out of here. Your channel is growing fast, bro. That's Laker Nation for you. Yeah, seriously, it is fantastic. I've been doing this, like I said, like 4-5 months, something like that, and it is. I'm almost at 6K subs. Like it's amazing. Like I never thought that, and it is. It's awesome. So like I have another channel as it stands, and the As It Stands channel was like the mother channel. It was the channel that I started, and I don't want to just talk about Lakers on this channel, so let me start the Laker channel. That's how I created this channel, and I remember telling like my girl like we were talking, I was like the Laker channel is going to be the biggest channel. She was like really, and I was like yeah. Because I was like, I'm a Laker fan. I know how I am, so I know how Lakers are. And I was like, Lakers, it's either one of two things. Either everyone loves the Lakers, and it's like, yay, Lakers, go Lakers, or they hate the Lakers and they're just going to talk shit. So I was like, it's going to be great either way because I get the engagement. And that's exactly what this channel is. It's all the comments are people just like loving it and like, yeah, Lakers, woo. Or they're just like, Lakers suck, you suck, eat a dick, die. It's hilarious. It is. But Essential Shorts, thank you so much for the super chat. Seriously, I appreciate that. I know it ain't much, bro, but remain humble and don't let the money change you. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Like I said, I do want to find ways. Like when I get, look, I am so far away from that. I know I'm growing insanely fast, but I am a ways away before I actually get enough super chats to where I can't keep up. But even then, I want to find ways to, to integrate it. You know, to still be able because I do understand that not everybody has the money, not everybody has the finances to do stuff regularly. And I do understand like if I wanted to make money, I would just do super chats, right? Because then you have incentive. Like there's no incentive for people to give super chats here outside of like, hey, I just like you, I appreciate you. Here you go. But that's not what it's about for me. And I don't want to like obviously it is a juggling act, right? Because I want to make enough money to survive and make a living and have success and stuff like that. But I don't want to lose like the foundation. You know what I mean? Because I believe in community, I believe in conversation. I believe that that's what really makes you successful. And if you have that community and you have that support, you're always going to have that backbone, I guess, so to speak. And so it's going to be challenging as I reach a certain point. But I'll figure it out. I really will because I do. I want to. I really want to. I want to be a fixture in the space, but I also want to like be able to keep everybody. I want to be a platform for people. You know what I mean? That's what I want. But anyway, again, thank you so much. And look, it's more than enough. I know you said it ain't much, but it is. Whether it's $1, a cent, or $100, either way, I am very thankful. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Carrie coming in with the super sticker. What is the super sticker? Because I can't see. Bravo, bravo. I love the little doggy. I don't know why it doesn't show up on StreamYard. It drives me crazy, but it does show on my phone that's playing. And thank you so much, Scary. I appreciate you. Kisses. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Shout out to Carrie. Thank you. Um, thank you. Let me do this. And then Rich coming in hot with the $2. Pretty sure I owe you more for all the streams. No. Seriously, thank you. It means a ton. I really do. Thank you. It's awesome. Like I said, I don't do this for the super chats. I do this for the fun. I do this for the conversation. I love it. Like I said earlier, this is the greatest job. I get to talk Lakers and basketball all day with people and like make a little bit of money doing it. Like that's awesome. Like that's like the videos are where I make the money. You know what I mean? Like that's like when you guys watch the videos and you leave comments and stuff like that. It's hard to keep up with the comments. It really is, but I try my best to keep up with the comments. But that's where I make the bulk of the money. Like, I make the money from those videos. You see the ads, that means I'm making money. It's good. And I'm happy with that. And I'll continue to grow. I'll continue to grow the following. We should be hitting 10 or 6K soon. And then like Alfonso said, 10K, and then next 1 million. I would love that one day. I would absolutely love that. But I do. I appreciate all of you. Seriously, you guys are awesome. But great show. Thanks. Thank you all for being here. But no, I'm blessed. I'm humbled. You guys are awesome. I should be asleep, but saw you were on and wanted to show support. I keep killing it, friend. Thank you, Carrie. You're awesome. I appreciate you. You are great as always. And yes, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Carrie. Go to sleep. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell Craven. I appreciate you. Thank you. But no. Again, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna skate on out of here. Set up for tomorrow. All that stuff. We've been going almost 2 hours. It's already almost midnight, so I'm sure people want to go to bed and all that stuff. Plus, I'm pretty much caught up to the end of the chat. So I appreciate that. But anyway, thank you all so very much. Everyone that subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'm only 7 subscribers away from 5,900. That would be awesome if I could hit that. So subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on Sunday. Sunday. Sunday is the next game. I'll see you guys Sunday night. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. Everyone, thank you so much. And